So my review for Deadpool is here. That's right, Deadpool, one of the highest anticipated films of the year, one of the highest anticipated comic book movies of the year, is finally here. Ryan Reynolds, the role he was born to play, it's here. I saw the film. Let's talk about it. Alright, so Deadpool is basically about, if you guys don't know the origin story of Deadpool, we meet this guy named Wade Wilson, who's been diagnosed with cancer, and he meets this guy who says, look, we can cure your cancer with superpowers, and he's like, alright, whatever. At first he's not interested. He's like, no, fuck off. And so yeah, he doesn't do it at first, and then he kind of thinks about, well, maybe it's a good idea. So he goes and does this. He goes through all this torture just to get superpowers to cure his cancer. It cures his cancer, and he gives him like Wolverine type abilities. You know what I mean? Like he can heal really fast. He's pretty strong. So yeah, that's Deadpool. And after he gets superpowers and stuff, his girlfriend Vanessa is kidnapped by the guy who created him. So he's on a hunt for vengeance. And let me start off by saying, kids, do not go see this movie. This is rated R. All right. Be accompanied by a parent. Actually, don't even be accompanied by a parent. If you're a parent and you take your child to go see this movie, what the fuck is wrong with you? So yeah, kids, stay away from this one. This is not one for the kids. This is one for the adults. And I gotta say, I love this movie so much. I did. I had very, very high expectations. It did not disappoint. In fact, my expectations were times 10 by the time this movie was done, if that makes any sense. So let's talk about some of the characters in the movie. Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson, Deadpool. Like I said, this is the role he was born to play, and I know we kind of got Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson before. You might remember back in 2009, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I'm going to refresh that in your memory a little bit. We got Wade Wilson in that, and he was perfect when we met him in X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then they fucked him up. They sewed his mouth shut. The merc with the mouth had no mouth. So yeah, Ryan Reynolds has been pushing this movie. He's been saying, look, he's been pushing the studio to get this movie made. He wants a Deadpool movie done proper. We, as fans, wanted a Deadpool movie done proper. We got it. Let me tell you something. This did not disappoint at all. Perfect for this role, Ryan Reynolds. I enjoyed that. Gina Carano's in this movie, who she really didn't have much to say, actually. And I like Gina Carano. She was playing Angel, and she was good in the film, but I wish she would have done a little bit more than what she did. But other than that, I really don't have many complaints with this movie at all. This is a very, very awesome film. It's violent, it's raunchy, it's hilarious, it's action-packed. This movie, the pacing of this movie, and I give credit to Tim Miller on this movie, of, the way he just directed this movie. It's fast-paced, non-stop. You do get a couple parts where, there's really not action happening, but you're still invested. You're invested in this relationship between Wade and Vanessa. A lot of times in comic book movies, the relationships don't work. They don't. Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield is one of the exceptions, but this is a relationship in a comic book movie that I buy. I buy this, and it's fantastic, and there's a lot of good jokes in this movie. And Deadpool, if you guys know anything about Deadpool, he breaks the fourth wall. In the comics, he breaks the fourth wall. In the movie, he breaks the fourth wall. Think of him as the anti-hero version of Ferris Bueller. That's what he does, and that's kind of funny if you saw the movie. But yeah, that's Deadpool. I love this movie. T.J. Miller, I have to talk about. T.J. Miller is a guy who I really like. T.J. Miller, he's hilarious, and again, somebody who I wish was in the movie more than what he was. But when he's there, he's hilarious. He's great. Just his banter between T.J. Miller as Weasel and Ryan Reynolds as Wade, it's perfect. Everything about this movie is perfect. Like I said, I don't have really any complaints with this movie, and the complaints I do have are small nitpick stuff that worked but could have been done better, if that makes any sense. Nothing in this movie was disappointing for me at all. Of course, there's Green Lantern and X-Men Origins Wolverine jokes in this movie. Of course there is, and they're great. Even the title sequence alone, the opening titles, I'm going to go on record and say this is the best opening title sequence I have ever seen. So yeah, there's that. And of course it's Marvel. Stan Lee does make a cameo. Probably the best Stan Lee cameo as well. Probably the best end credit scene. And yes, don't be that guy that gets up and leaves during the credits of a Marvel film. Don't do that. Stay till the very end of the credits. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. The end credit scene is great. Probably the best end credit scene. Probably the best Stan Lee cameo. And definitely, by far, the best opening title sequence. It's hilarious. It's amazing. It's great. Deadpool, I'm going to give it a high A+. As for spoilers, there's really not much I can talk about when it comes to spoilers because a lot of the spoilers are just really, really good jokes. So I'm not really going to talk about spoilers in this review. I'm just going to tell you, high A+. If I was still doing on a scale of 1 to 10, this movie would get a 10. It does. I love this movie. I'm going to see it a few more times before it gets out of theaters. Definitely going to be buying it on Blu-ray. Hopefully, I'm going to cross my fingers and there'll be an unrated cut because I would love to see that. And like I said, Deadpool is a character that maybe it could have worked as a PG-13 movie, but Deadpool is a rated R character and he deserves a rated R for this movie. We got a rated R. It works. It's perfect. I love the R rating. It definitely helped. But yeah, an unrated cut. Please let me see an unrated cut to Deadpool. I would love that so much. And there's even, it's kind of hard to explain without giving too much away, but at some point in this movie, Wade Wilson is living with a blind roommate. And the banter between them, hilarious. All I'm going to say is hashtag drive-by. Yeah, hashtag drive-by. I'm going to start doing that. So anybody who's friends with me, kind of watch out for that. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, guys, Deadpool, high A+, go see it. Don't take the kids to this one. Adults, go enjoy yourselves. And that's all I got to say. So if you like this movie, if you've seen the movie, what did you guys think about it? Comment your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like the video, share, subscribe. Just do it!